The story begins in a neighborhood unlike any other, because living there was a family unlike any other. For generations, they were known as the most beautiful family in the world, and their looks weren't just a blessing. They were a business. The father, Parker, was a legendary romantic, claiming to have fallen in love more than 12,200 times before finally meeting his wife. The mother, equally stunning, turned heads everywhere she went. And yes, she proudly sported a mustache that only made her unique charm stand out more. Their eldest son, Oaks, became an online superstar. With millions of followers, he styled himself as a love guru, teaching boys how to conquer their crushes. But among them, the youngest son, Colin, was different. Not just handsome, not just attractive. He was too handsome to handle. His beauty was so overwhelming that it became a curse. Whenever he stepped outside, chaos followed. Girls fainted, their noses bled uncontrollably, some screamed in madness, and a few even pulled their hair out. For Colin, living a normal life was impossible. He dreamed of being just a little less handsome, so he could meet people, laugh freely, and fall in love without scaring anyone away. Instead, he stayed locked inside, homeschooled, with no friends but his pet fish. He'd spend hours talking to it, even playing cards, while his family looked on with worry. Oaks constantly tried to set him up with girls, but Colin refused. He only wanted someone who would see past his face and love him for who he was. Desperate to push him out of isolation, his parents hatched a plan. One night, Colin overheard them whispering dramatically in the kitchen. His mother sighed. "We'll have to eat nothing but eggs for weeks. We can't afford his homeschooling anymore." His father agreed, pretending to cry. Of course, it was all an act. But Colin, full of guilt, believed every word. The next morning, he shocked them by announcing he'd go to school. His family celebrated like they'd won the lottery. But Colin added one important condition. He'd only attend an all-boys school. Finally, the big day came. Oaks drove him there on his bike, but Colin wore a helmet to hide his face. He thought it was the perfect disguise, but instead, it made him stick out like a sore thumb. Whispers followed him through the hallways until the teacher, irritated, ordered him to remove it. Slowly, Colin lifted the helmet. The room went silent. His face appeared, glowing like it had stepped out of a magazine cover. And the teacher collapsed instantly, carried out in an ambulance. From that day forward, everyone in school knew his name. Some admired him, some feared him. Others called him what he would soon be known nationwide as the boy too handsome to handle. But school wasn't just chaos. It was also where Colin met the notorious gang of bullies led by Siddy, the principal's son. They didn't want to fight him. They wanted to use him. Siddy had been stuck in the same grade for 3 years because he couldn't convince the hottest girl in town, Amanda, to go to prom with him. Amanda only dated stunningly handsome boys. Siddy thought Colin's face was his golden ticket. They pressured him, even dragging in the timid, long-suffering student Kibu to act as Colin's assistant. At first, Colin refused. But to his shock, even the principal encouraged him to help. For once, it seemed like the entire school had only one plan: to weaponize his beauty. Through it all, one thing changed Colin's world: Kibu. Unlike everyone else, Kibu didn't faint, didn't scream, didn't worship his face. He just treated him like a normal guy. They talked, laughed, collected rare cards together, and for the first time, Colin felt what it was like to have a friend. But the outside world wasn't so kind. When Colin's helmet slipped off one day, chaos erupted. Girls collapsed by the dozens. News channels reported that souls were leaving bodies at a local school. Crowds swarmed outside his house, chanting his name. His family saw dollar signs, charging people money to tour their home and peek at their handsome son. Then came the ultimate betrayal. Watching from the streets, Colin saw his parents bragging on TV. even admitting they had accidentally killed his beloved pet fish. That was the breaking point. Heartbroken, Colin ran away, hiding on rooftops. There, something miraculous happened. A girl appeared behind him. She looked him in the eye, and nothing happened. No fainting, no bleeding, no screaming. She simply turned and walked away. Colin was speechless. For the first time, he'd met someone immune to his curse. Her name was Riri. From that moment, he was determined to find her. With Kibu's help, Colin began searching. But things became complicated when he realized Kibu already had a crush on her. Torn between friendship and love, Colin grew jealous. In his desperation, he betrayed Kibu, using Amanda's birthday party to set up a trap that would make Riri jealous. But instead of winning her, he destroyed everything. Amanda kissed Kibu in front of everyone. Riri's heart shattered, and Kibu himself was beaten by City's gang. Colin watched, too afraid to fight back. That night, he bandaged Kibu's wounds, racked with guilt. The next day, Kibu even gave him one of his rarest card collectibles as a gift, proving his loyalty. Overwhelmed, Colin confessed his betrayal. Kibu was crushed, saying if he had only known, he would have stepped aside for Colin. Their friendship fell apart, and Colin returned home, broken. His mother tried to comfort him, even returning his pet fish, alive and well, revealing they hadn't killed it after all. She reminded him that happiness mattered more than anything. Her words gave Colin the courage to make things right. He ran to Riri, confessing the truth about everything, then begged Kibu for forgiveness. At first, Kibu ignored him. But when Colin secretly arranged for Riri to overhear Kibu admitting his love for her, the three of them finally came to peace. By the end, Colin went to the school dance with Amanda, while Kibu arrived proudly with Riri. As expected, Colin and Amanda were crowned king and queen of the night. But more importantly, Colin had grown, not just as the boy too handsome to handle, but as someone who finally understood love, friendship, and forgiveness. Another story told, another world explored. Thanks for watching, Legends. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a recap. Got thoughts or theories? Drop them in the comments. I read everyone. Until next time, stay bold, stay curious, and remember, every recap is just the beginning. Stay sharp, stay legendary, and keep ruling the screen. This is the boss signing off.